Hello everyone, it's Mark Shalero, the owner of MS Classic Cars, and today we are offering you something very, very special. We have gotten really big with vintage coin-operated children's ride, and this particular one that we are offering here today is extremely rare and extremely detailed. What you're looking at is a 1950s Lone Ranger, Silver Horse, and Tonto Scout Horse. This is a dual horse, again, coin-operated children's ride, which is extremely beautiful. You got to come up and take a peek at this a little bit closer. I normally don't do these videos, but for this particular piece here, we had to. I've been admiring this for quite some time. It is absolutely stunning. So just to kind of go over this a little bit in detail, again, having a two-horse ride side by side is seldom seen. These are original exhibit supply pieces that were offered by a company called Bronco Sales, which were located in Chicago, Illinois. The company actually marketed them as the Lone Ranger Dude Ranch with a Lone Ranger and Tonto horse. For anybody who doesn't know, the Lone Ranger is a fictional masked former Texas Ranger who fought outlaws in the American Old West with his Native American friend Tonto. They are definitely an awesome duo. Silver is the Lone Ranger's extreme stallion, which was actually named by Tonto, who once remarked that the horse's coat looked a little silver. And Scout is Tonto's great horse, which was referred to as the paint horse in multiple episodes. The Lone Ranger actually appeared, I believe it was 1933, in a radio show and proved to be a big hit. It spawned off into a series of books, a popular TV show that ran from 1949 to 1957. There was comic books, there was films. The character has been called an enduring icon of American culture. Again, this is a one-of-a-kind example that was restored by expert Jeff Russell of Big Boy Toys, located in Oklahoma. Jeff came up with this brilliant idea of actually putting these two horses together. So let me just kind of touch base on that for a moment. So as you could see in the original ad that we had just posted from Bronco Sales, these horses were actually separate. So when you purchased one, or they were purchased by the companies that use them in front of their storefronts, amusement centers, arcades, etc., you would just have one horse. So the company never actually came up with the idea to put them side by side. They were marketed as individual, and you could either buy Scout or you could buy Silver. But at the end of the day, Jeff, again, came up with this genius idea. I don't think sometimes Jeff gives himself enough credit, but what he did is he figured out a way to take the original fiberglass-bodied horses, which again are absolutely magnificent, and he put them both together. This is a rare deal, and what he did is he made this base here with enough separation so two people could ride at the same time. This is a fiberglass base that he did a beautiful job, as far as all the body work and the angulation of it. Again, you don't see any rivets, you don't see any screws. He decided to go with a really cool color, which is kind of a teal green to complement the two horses perfectly. And then again, you can see the black rounded poles. Those connect to Carousel International mechanisms. Those are the mechanisms that actually operate the horses. Again, to figure all that out was a genius move. Again, these decals that are on the side here, which clearly state ride Tonto, Scout, and then he's got a picture there, obviously, of Tonto and Scout. He's got the 10-cent decal. These are not just stickers. These were actually custom-made decals that were applied and then clear-coated over. And again, the attention to detail is second to none. It's truly artwork. If you look at the front here, you can see the famous sayings, from both the Lone Ranger and from Tonto. Again, really iconic. And when you look at the other side here, You'll see he did the opposite again for the Lone Ranger. So we're looking at Ride the Lone Ranger with silver, 10 cent. And again, you got the picture of him there. You can even see his pistol and his holster, which is really cool. And then what Jeff did to put the icing on the cake as far as the base is concerned is he decorated it with this leather fringe to give it that Western appearance. Again, absolutely stunning. So let's talk real quick about the horses. I brought my flashlight here, again, just to add a little bit of light to this, but these horses were never perfect from the manufacturers. And remember, they have really great attention to detail, but Jeff, what he does is they take these down to bare fiberglass, just like you would a car. They spend countless hours making them straight, getting into the nooks and crevices. They prep them, they prime them, and then they paint them. They don't just paint them, you know, with just average paint. They use automotive grade paint. And then of course they get into airbrush work, because if you look here, you can kind of see where there's a little bit of black that's been, you know, tastefully done, a little bit different shade as it fades into the white. And then of course the hoofs are black. The inside of the ears are slightly black, the eyes, the nose, again, unbelievable attention to detail. And then what he does is he complements them with brand new Western saddles. This particular saddle here is more of a brown color. It's got all this blue stitching, this really cool Western motif design here in the center. Again, brand new halter, so a child could jump right on there, hold on for dear life. This horse here, Silver, again, as I mentioned earlier, when Tonto had actually named this horse, he had made a comment about it having some silver. So rather than just painting it white, once again, Jeff went into great detail here, making it not only white, but he added silver accents throughout the mane and throughout the body, which kind of just really highlights the horse's muscles and things like that. You can even see it in the tail. And then once again, he painted the inside of the ears, the eyes, the nose black, the hoofs, did an outstanding job. The amount of time that a ride like this takes to do really is incredible. It's countless hours of work. It's paint work. It's clear coating. It's buffing. It's, you know, ordering all the equipment, making everything work. This one here has a black Western saddle. A little bit different, obviously, than that horse, and just to mix it up, it's got all the silver appointments. You can see all, again, the Western motif, all the white stitching. Did a beautiful job there, again, with the halter and everything else. They really complement each other perfectly. You will notice on this horse, on Silver versus on Scout, you will see where he incorporated a brand new coin op. And what this basically does here is he deleted the coin actual piece inside, so you don't have to worry about using coins. It's more for aesthetics with the 10-cent decal. All you have to do is push this button here to operate the ride. So again, brand new 110 volt power cord. Everything again has been fully restored and gone through. As I said earlier when I first opened up the conversation, we have done a lot of spectacular vintage coin operated children's rides. Some of these rides that we have sold have gone out of the stratosphere with pricing because people realize they're becoming very collectible. Even Barrett-Jackson has done extremely well with vintage coin-operated kiddie rides. I personally have seen them go into the six-figure price range multiple times. I can probably count at least 5 of them that I'm aware of that have gone into the six-figure price range. This, again, I will be very clear before we end this video. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, this is the best coin-operated children's ride that I have ever seen. Okay, that's a pretty bold statement considering what we've had and considering that I go to all the Barrett-Jackson auctions. We've been doing it since 2007. I have seen some amazing rides. This is the best. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it on. I would say that everybody that does come into the showroom, friends, family, etc., everybody stops and looks at this ride, but where they really really get a huge smile on their faces. I'm sure you are when we play this video, is watching it operate. Again, Jeff did an amazing job with the Soundbox. Okay, a lot of these rides did not have sound boxes back in the 50s and 60s, but this one, Jeff incorporated a brand new sound box that actually plays the sound of the horses. It plays the sound of the Lone Ranger's voice, again, music, etc. You got to check this out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on. Before I do, I'll just end the video by saying the best way to follow MS Classic Cars is to sign up for our VIP newsletter email. That's right on our homepage of our website, top right-hand corner, msclassiccars.com. We would also ask that you follow us on social media. We're very proud to have over 500,000 followers at this point, and it's growing every day. So again, please keep an eye on us. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, coin-operated children's rides, tractors, gas pumps, signs. We're really getting heavy into it all, and the future is bright, so please keep an eye on us. We appreciate you watching, and as always, rock and roll. It's time to put this baby in action.
The Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his fearless Indian friend Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early West. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.